Hey everyone, this is Josh from before, and I'm here with McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Titan Joker from Arkham Asylum. And this is perfect timing actually, because we have just on this channel, we just started playing through the Arkham trilogy with some live gaming streams. I know you came here for toys, but the game streams have been a great way to kind of keep the party going. There's still plenty of toy talk during the game streams. So I think you know how this song goes. Hit the bell, you'll get the post notifications, and you'll be in the loop whenever those streams are starting, and you can join in on the fun with the rest of us. Hang out, goof around, make friends. Everyone is welcome. And now let's get into this huge figure. This guy's massive. I'm definitely looking forward to comparing him to the other Mega Figs and Build-A-Figs, because I think this guy might be one of the largest yet. This one shipped through Amazon. Let's get him out of this box. All right, he's huge. He's tall, massive wingspan. I've always said that I'm definitely a big fan of when they represent the Arkham games, and I'm all for as many characters as they want to give us from those games, even if they don't always end up looking totally 100% normal. But the Titan Joker was pretty low on my list of desired characters from those games. You know, it's not the worst boss battle in the world, but it's kind of underwhelming as like the final boss of that first game. But now that I've got him here in front of me in 3 dimensions out of the box, I think it's gonna be pretty fun. I think I gotta pull him in for a closer look. Okay, so coming in closer, this is another implementation of the deliberately marbled plastic, you know, where it's discolored and imperfect on purpose. I think this might be the best implementation of that yet. It does overall look maybe a little too glossy. You see there, I like the way these forearms look, where they're a little bit more matte. This makes it look a little bit cheaper, and I gotta say, I kind of expected just from the look for him to feel like hollow plastic, kind of similar to the way Clayface and King Shark have those soft, or those more brittle pieces. This guy's solid all the way through. He feels heavy. He looks good. I do wish he was a little less glossy. I like the pieces of blood and viscera here. Some of them look better than others. Like some of these look a little clown shoes, kind of while where others look really good, really wet and kind of dimensional there. The green veins, I like them. They might be a little bit, I wish there was a little bit more contrast. Actually, let's just see. Let's real quick turn the saturation all the way down. Do the veins still pop? There's just really cool, fun details all over the place. These jaggedy bones sticking out in his spine there and in his forearms here. Big, long, broken shards of bone, and even like the way his kneecaps. Very rad. They definitely tried to give us some paint here, and I really appreciate it. So it's not just the huge size, but it's a decent amount of paint on him. I wish maybe there's a little bit more, like a lighter purple here where the pants are frayed. I think that would sell that better. But I like that. I love that the belt is painted and the belt buckle. That's great. So I just moved him to a little bit right away when I picked him up, and I was like, oh my God, that's awesome. Look how much range there is in that neck. So you could be able to do him tall, hunched over and looking up. Oh, this is gonna be rad. Look at this. Look at this ab crunch. Love it, love it. Huge wingspan. These butterflies in the back allow for great kind of taking a big swing at you kind of moves. Freaking awesome. The tooling here is a bit chunky here in the elbows, and it kind of shows why I don't mind when they give them a single elbow on these larger figures. But there's even, like, I appreciate that they put a little bit of detail in there and that. It's not the prettiest from there, but I mean, he can touch his face. That's pretty impressive for a figure this size, you know? I mean, that's pretty fantastic. This guy's winning me over. I love the mohawk. This is soft. These are all soft pieces. In fact, they might have been bent out of shape a little bit by the packaging, but I can live with that. Some hot water will bring them back to the right space. Yeah, tons of movement in this. What, are you kidding me? Look at this range. Man, I was not expecting this. This guy's winning me over in a big way. I thought this was going to be one where I was like, I don't know if I can hang on to him. Sculpted in wrist, not a ball joint. That's okay. That's fine. It looks good. And I was going to complain a little bit that maybe I wish one hand was maybe open a little bit more so that it could hold somebody. Because when you have a mega fig, you want it to be able to like pick up the smaller guys. But he can actually probably hold this guy. Oop. Okay, supporting the weight is a different question, but you know, being able to sort of put him in his hand, I think you can make something work. Dude, look how big he is. This guy's radical. Radical. So many poses in here. Let's see what these legs do. The legs, I mean, they kick way out in front. They don't go back nearly as far, but he's kind of meant, you know, to have this hunched over look a little bit. Double knees. He looks like he's jumping into the pool. Or maybe I'm just thinking about warmer weather. This guy's awesome. Look at these. I'll say that the ankles feel maybe a tiny little bit loosey-goosey. So hopefully they're going to be able to support his weight, but they're sculpted ball joints. Toes look amazing. Not the most amazing looking when you bend them, but it's great that they do bend. Oh, man. Yeah, this is amazing. This thing's freaking awesome. Yeah, I was not expecting this. This is so cool. This guy's really fun. He does have the side eye. I ain't mad about it. It's fine. Oh, those teeth look so good close up like that. Wow. Ah. Now, once we start doing these size comparisons, this is outrageous. This guy, he costs twice as much as one of these. It's way, way, way more than twice as much action figure. The value is fantastic. Now, when we start comparing him to other mega figs, the Mohawk puts him taller than Swamp Thing here, but I'll say I've got him on one of these plastic disc stands. His ankles definitely feel a bit loosey-goosey, and the hips even are kind of feel like they want to separate, you know, drift apart. So I do feel like he's going to kind of favor a more hunched over kind of pose. Long term, you know what I mean? But then again, if you really get crazy and you have him posed where like he's holding somebody in his arm, you might want to put a flight stand or something on there to some extra support. Throw Bane and King Shark in there as well, and actually let's keep this Arkham bat next to him just for extra sense of scale there. Let's just cycle out some other larger figures. Merciless there, the original Build-A-Fig. Dark Father. Frost King. That Frost King is badass. I think it's still one of the best oversized figures that they've done to date. And then finally here next to the Build-A-Horse, and I put Violator next to him because Violator is a great example of a mega fig that you end up having to pose not standing up all the way because some of the joints are kind of weak. So that's the one biggest kind of thing that's bothering me right now about this figure. Okay, so like I said, he definitely can hold the normal size figures. It's definitely, his hands are better suited for these smaller figures, but I mean, he's holding this guy up. I don't know if he'd hold him up there for very long, but I mean, that's balancing on its own. I do have him hunched over, and the disc puck there at the bottom is doing a lot of work for me. You know, I was a little concerned at first that the lack of a bicep cut was going to affect the articulation range in the arms, but they're very expressive, and I'm really happy about them. And you know, while we're here taking a look at this big ugly freak, let's take a moment to acknowledge Today's Hall of Fame entry, Fabian's Finest Freaks, aka Doug Dollmaker, a longtime friend of the channel and just a friend in general. Doug helped me get Death Metal Wonder Woman way back when, so that I could get that figure reviewed and that Dark Father completed. And it's always great to see him showing up in the chats, in the live stream, and in the comments. So let's take a moment and give a shout out to Fabian's Finest Freaks, aka Doug Dollmaker, in the comments. Thanks, Doug. There you go, folks. Titan Joker. I was lukewarm at first, but this guy really won me over big time. It's just a great figure, really fun. Is he the top of my list of most wanted characters from the Arkham series? Absolutely not, but he's a huge Joker monster, so I can understand why they made him, right? Nice. Always nice to see some bloody gore, some gnarly bones sticking out. I wasn't sure if he was going to be one I would hang on to, like in the long run, but this guy has definitely got a place in my collection. So if you're on the lookout, like I said, Amazon sent this one to me, and I think he's starting to show up in Target and whatnot. So be on the lookout. The value is fantastic, $40. Twice the cost of a regular Multiverse figure, and frankly, more than twice the figure. That is it for this one, folks. I will see you all very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.